Hey y'all, it's your girl, the real deals, Lanita's Gills reaction. Yes. Like, share, and subscribe. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Shout out to the Real Deal Gang. How's everybody doing this Saturday night? I know y'all watching college football. Yeah. But people, I want to get into, one of my subscribers, been kicking it with me, and I got a couple, every day somebody got to holler at me, right? But I want to get into Krystal Anderson, Tony Secrets has his friends turning against him. Mm, mm. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that thumb up, thumb me up, smash that thumb. Tony friends. Tony. And it said your name same as my son. Tony friends. Tony friends. I get y'all tanning up to hit the like button. We gotta get them lights up, y'all. We gotta get them lights up. Gotta get the lights up. Gotta get the lights up. Krystal Ware is still missing. And Tony is still out there. What are Tony's friends thinking? What is Tony's friends whispering about? What is Tony's friends walking away from? Why is Tony friends walking away from him? Why is Tony friends pretending to be his friends right now? Why are Tony friends sticking with him? Why is Tony friends not telling him to turn himself in? What's going on here? The secrets that has been misled or told to him. Y'all hit the like button. I got 5 people watching. I got more than that though, but y'all throw me up. Throw me up. I got 7 people watching. Y'all hit the like button for me, okay? I appreciate it. And the family will too. Um, there are secrets. Lies. And whispering. Tony got too much pressure. Tony has too much pressure on him, y'all. Just like Krystal's family. The secrets are things that been said that made her scream. Y'all, we gotta get the lights up. We gotta get the lights up, y'all. If y'all going to get the lights up, I'm gonna forget what I have to say. Now look, y'all, it's not hard. It's hard getting on here and exposing things, but this man allegedly, because if I can't prove it, I can hearsay, but hearsay, could be anonymous, but it could be alleged. It's also alleged too, you know what I mean? Tommy got a rap sheet. And Tony rap sheet making his secrets come out about him that his friends have no control of. He's cool for number one thing, but I can't get to the secret right now. The secrets. What happened to Krystal when she got her pocketbook, put it on her shoulders, and walked out that door? And he walked out there with her. She screamed, and no more Krystal. Come on, y'all. No better than that. People, it's time to get serious about this case. Now, I know y'all, I know a lot of people is afraid of Tony, but the thing, what I'm saying, y'all, what I'm saying, if he didn't do anything, who did it? Who did it? If she screamed, who took her? Who took her? If she screamed and came in the house, who took her? Who took her? What made her scream? Come on. What made her scream? It couldn't have been an argument. Things are said, it hasn't been said. And what I'm not gonna do, I ain't gonna accuse nobody. I want Tony. This is what I would like for Tony to do. What's up, Fox Mom? This is what I would like for Tony to do. Tony, we can't even see your face. Tell me one secret that you know everybody already know. Tell one secret. Because you got a rap sheet, bruh. You got a rap sheet I can rap. Some of the cases, like you said, right. It been solved. But your friends is turning against you. Your associates, the people you dealt with, don't turn against you. They walking away from you, Tony. You don't need everybody walking away from you. The law's still there waiting on you. We waiting. You should be the one. You going to expose your secret. You should expose your secret, Tony. Now, I really want to show them something. What's up, Bam? I really want to show them something, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow and show them, you know, after the Falcons play. Now, Falcons play at 4. I might do it around 1. I don't know. After the Falcons or what? This Tony is you ain't telling them everything, baby. And you know what's sad part about it, T? You know what the sad part about it is? Ain't nobody speaking up for you. You ain't got nobody speaking up for you. Ain't none. If you had any buddies, your buddies would come on here and speak up for you. They ain't got to tell what you did. They can get close, you know, tell them how they think about the case. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody said that. You got probably one has. But your secrets, it needs to be exposed from you. You have to tell your secrets. You know exactly what happened. And why are people and what you have to ask yourself is something happened. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. When I look back at it just a few minutes ago, when I looked at that video, when I saw how that child moved around, Tat Boy saw something. And I got to believe him. He saw something. That's right, Tony. Tell the truth. So that the family can have closure. Tony, just ain't nobody talking for you. Your daughter needs her mom. And so does the rest of the kids. Tony friends walking away cause he admit to the drugs. They ain't fooling with him. And they ain't getting on the internet. You know them OGs ain't using the internet to talk. But they ain't talk. They texting. They're not talking, they texting. They're not talking. They texting. They text. That's why I say like this. Can nobody see their face? I know the OGs ain't gonna get on here because they about like me can't have text. But Tony got young friends. Tony got old school young friends. His friends talk and text among themselves. Yes. But they can say Tony is guilty or not guilty. And see, when he took that drug, well, like you said, when he took the drug charge, not the charge, I'm sorry. When he brought up about them pills, that messed up a whole lot of things. Everybody around there shaking. Everybody around there looking around their backs. Man, them folk don't want folks in the real world to know them. Exactly. But I mean, I'm saying and I agree with everything you said. But one person can say my dog is not guilty. My dog is guilty. Man, he was wrong. It ain't got to be them. All of them don't sell drugs. Not all of them. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It can stay quiet long it want to, but I guarantee you, you ain't got to do nothing but give one person what they need, and they gonna talk. And y'all already know what I'm talking about. You got to get them what they need, what they enjoy doing, and they gonna talk. More than half doing something they don't have no business doing. Tony probably in protective custody if he was working for the police. Tony ain't in no protective custody. Tony ran there walking around doing what he want to do. He ain't in no protective custody. But I'm just surprised ain't nobody. It can be a woman. I mean, if the sister say, my brother ain't did nothing, ain't nobody said nothing. They putting this man, it's like, do they care about Tony? Keying in his face and they ain't said nothing like, man, that man ain't did nothing. Tony ain't like that. Tony, that was so. Well, I guess what she's saying, he technically in protected custody because he working. If he was in protected custody, they won't be seeing Tony. Y'all, these folk looking at Tony. If Tony was in protected custody, there wasn't nobody see him. Tony probably stepped out for a minute. I know allegedly that his grandmother sick. Is she sick bad? And y'all know how y'all feel about your grandmamas. But somebody out that family, that little girl has aunties and grandmama from that side, on Tony's side over there, needed to say something. I don't care what nobody say. My brother ain't dead nothing, so I can't see you. Only thing you doing is texting like we doing now. I don't know what your voice sound like. If anybody loved Tony and his family, now I don't mean hiding him out. I mean he worked for the police, so folks ain't dealing with him. Kind of custody. Oh, like they. Oh, okay, Patty. Okay, Patty. Okay, Patty. I got. Okay, thank you, Bam. Thank you. So you saying, I mean, he working for the police and folks ain't dealing with him the kind of custody. Oh, okay. Them boys probably want to hurt him, but can't because he working for the law. And you know what? And that ain't fair to put that man out there in that situation like that, to just to get him, the what y'all call it, to be not a telltale, but what y'all call it? Keep that that's not cool to have somebody's life out there in the street like that. You know what I mean? Informant, yes, the informant. Yeah, that's not safe. You put the black man out there like that. They had him and let him go. Y'all really think that's looking for him? But see, you got to realize this, Patty. Listen. When Tony turned himself in, let me tell you, he can go in there, he can say, I'm going to get me a lawyer. I can do this. They ain't going to tell on him because this case, because he know how his boy allegedly do legal stuff and he could tell. Now, another thing y'all got to see, if you were here this morning, Tony got a rap sheet he trying to protect too. Some is disposed and some wasn't. If Tony ain't did nothing, it looking bad for him. If Tony did something, Tony wouldn't be working for the police. He don't have to work for the police. He don't need to be no informant. He ain't did nothing. But like y'all said, if it been announced that he spoke on the pills, the dealers can be after him. But that's not safe for Tony. I don't like that. I don't like how they got him out there. I still think if his buddies don't talk for him, somebody in the family need to say something. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Like I'm sorry my niece, my granddaughter, it's going through this. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Think about it. If that was my niece, I love my niece because I love my brother. I would get on here. I said, look, I can't hear your voice. We can't even hear their voice. Tony can't even say what Tony needed. Somebody got to speak for that man. I mean, the lawyer could at least say Tony innocent, and that's all I gotta say. Loyalty ain't gonna say nothing. It's like I ain't in this mess. But listen what I'm saying, Bam. Listen, Bam. Listen, Bam. Who protecting Tony? Who's protecting Tony? Even if Tony is wrong, or is he right? It's not fair for that man to be out there in them streets like that. If he got a lawyer, if he has a lawyer, that lawyer should be on there to update for that man. He can get on there and say, my client is innocent. Ain't nobody said nothing. What you do is you put the product that got him on the street and let everybody else get rid of him. That's what you're saying. You're feeding them to the wolves. And no matter where that man should be walking around here like that without a lawyer. Tony ain't saying his side. Tony needs somebody that loves him to say something. At least tell the family. At least somebody out the family can say, come to the live and say he's innocent. I mean, that's it. They can represent Tony some kind of way. Nobody protecting him family-wise. They just ain't talking. But what I'm saying, wait. You still don't understand what I'm saying. This street dude ain't gonna do nothing because they ain't trying to go down. Yes, they will do. They ain't gotta do nothing. It's the same way Krystal disappeared. They ain't gotta do nothing. Krystal ain't just disappeared. You think that Tony, they heard Krystal scream outside. You even had a friend that said, I ain't in my son miss. But yeah, but listen what I'm saying, Bam. Bam, can you just listen, hear me out for a minute? Listen. It ain't got to be his parents. But what I'm saying is, if Tony said he went out that door, she put her pocketbook on her shoulder after 1 o'clock a.m. and walked out that door, and they heard her scream, he came back in the house. What the hell happened? What happened? If he came in the house, who took Krystal? Protected custody. It's a type of imprisonment to protect a person from harm, either from outside. So I know, yeah, you are absolutely right. Yeah. What I'm saying, Bam, you're right, Patty. Bam. Listen. Okay, put it like that. My son tell me she she put her pocketbook on the shoulder and went out the door. Where did screen part come from? Where did see Tony getting in, putting her in the trunk come from? What is this coming from? Who's telling the truth? Y'all, the aim is y'all got to find out who y'all believe in, who telling the truth. And the thing is, Tony still needs somebody to say a word. I don't care nothing, y'all. He ain't got Tony. Somebody in Tony family can come to this channel right now, like everybody else doing, and say he innocent, and go. Bye. If they don't come to this channel, somebody need to do a follow up, a update. And ain't no update on these missing women. Because having that man out there on that street, shaking his hand, shoot. A lot of folks still got him around them. Tony's still shaking hands and doing what he got to do. And then, too, he probably don't left here. He might be in New York. He may be in New Jersey. Who knows? His grandmama not doing good. And looked just like his mama. I know this junk driving her crazy. Now she can't see her son. But the son been in and out of jail all his life, like my brother. Tony been grown. Tony been grown a long time. His folks know he ain't right, but they ain't gonna do that. How many folks' kids have did bad and they folks don't say nothing and no and don't some foul stuff? Well, I talked to my brother when he was like Tony, he in and out of jail like that, but he don't have the kind of record Tony has. It'd have been drugs or alcohol. But it ain't never been that like this. And I talked to him. I'm going to be honest. If my brother was in this situation, I wouldn't tell on him. But if he get caught, that's on him, right? Yeah, right is right, wrong is wrong. Nobody deserves it unless I play a part in it. Because see, he put his family member in there. We don't even have a timeline, y'all. They ain't even gave us no time for nothing. I ain't never seen no case that ain't got no timeline. I ain't never had exactly, Patty. I ain't never seen no case that ain't got don't have a timeline. I can't put a time. Lisa Lexus had a timeline. We ain't got but one time. And that's what Tony said. 1:00 a.m. We don't even know what time the sister came over there because he said he took the children to his brother house. We don't know what time he did that. What time was that? We don't have a timeline to work with. Cause if he took the children over there Tuesday, with the day they didn't go to school to his son's house, why would this sister have to come way back home to come get them from over there? I don't know what. See, we ain't got no time. The timeline, we don't even have a timeline. Even the news don't even have a timeline. You need a timeline in any case. And we don't have one. We ain't got but one time, 105. I ain't telling. I'm just being. I ain't telling. I'm just being honest. I may speak with my other cousins about it, but I ain't calling or telling the law nothing. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If my brother was in a situation like that, I'd tell him to turn himself in. What Tony did. Now, when they let that boy out, that's them. But if they looking for him and they want to talk to him again, I would encourage my brother to turn himself in. I don't want to hear that. I just want you to go and turn yourself in. And my brother know I ain't gonna tell him nothing wrong. So he'll turn himself in. If he gotta do time, let him do time. Cause they got to prove what happened. Ain't nobody accused. Y'all got to realize, see, y'all making up excuses. What y'all got to realize is Tony ain't been sentenced or nothing. Tony hasn't been sentenced. They ain't sentenced Tony to nothing. Tony being accused. Tony being accused. That's why he keep doing it. Exactly, Patty. Because he keep getting away with it. I blame the law. That boy don't end like that tell so many times. Yes, he know they didn't have nothing. So that's why he turned himself in. Exactly. Exactly. But now they claim that if y'all looking for Tony, y'all know where to go find Tony. Stop acting like y'all looking for Tony. If Tony left town, now we know he been accused, but I knew he did it. Did it. I wouldn't tell. If he did it, that's their job to tell that. But if he come to me and tell me that he did it, and he was my brother, I tell my brother to turn himself in. My brother know I ain't the one. Now my sister probably tell him something different. But I'm the sister gonna say, bruh, turn yourself in, man. Turn yourself in. And get you a lawyer. I help you get a lawyer. Cause if you ain't did, then we ain't got nothing to worry about. That's me. My brother know I'm going that way. Now he may have other kin folks gonna say, don't you say nothing to your sister. Cause you know what she gonna say. Well, me, I'm telling him, you need to go handle your business. Cause my brother ain't that kind of my brother ain't like he cool and stuff, but he know if you ain't did nothing wrong, turn yourself in. And if you did it, if he did it, oh, you need to go and turn yourself in. What you staying out here for? Start running. And I'm using you running. You don't got too old to be running. You don't got too old. Go on do your time. If you did it, do your time. Y'all don't know how these cases may go. But all I gotta say, I help you get a lawyer because I know he wouldn't have a job to go get a lawyer. Y'all got to ask yourself what Tony out here doing to get money. See, when they what they trying to do now, they gonna find out who sold her them bad batch of pills. That bad batch could have did something to her mentally. We don't know. That bad batch can be the reason the reason why this case going like it's going. So just like you said, man, it's taking it back to the streets. Man, you mentioned that bad, you mentioned that. But see the dude where they got the bad batch from, he ain't worrying about nothing because he do it all the time. That must be a new dude. And then you go get a second batch. In order for you to know what's wrong and what's right, batch, you had to get somebody to taste your stuff. Or you do it. The secret got to be told. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. The day when I looked at that little girl, not the little girl, the little boy, I would revisit that news, the news, that little boy was moving around like I don't know what, y'all. He's so nervous. He act like he was in school and want to raise his hand and say what happened. That boy moving around, y'all. That boy gonna need therapy. He gonna need therapy. Because y'all got to look at the situation. They like Tony. I ain't see all this, y'all. My phone didn't even tell me all this on there. Hold on. Tony's smart. When he wanna be, they gotta have evidence. That's right. And that's right, Patty. And they gave him enough time to get rid of anything. Absolutely. Bam. They gotta prove it. Them they can't get me otherwise. That's right. I ain't turning myself in a minute. No, he ain't got to admit nothing if he ain't did it. He ain't admit what? No, you brought up admitting. He ain't admitting nothing he ain't do. I think his friend got speculations, but he ain't told them directly out of his mouth. Where double O at? I don't see no double O. Where you said what's up, double O? Oh, hey, double O. Well, nah, he ain't a man. Oh, okay. You need to speak. Come on, I'm here. You need to speak. Uh, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Tony, a good Tony ain't like you said, Patty. He ain't dumb at all. He's smart. Now, what only thing they need to do to my they looking for him? Where y'all looking for him again for? Go call him. He got another phone. Call him. Y'all ain't dealing with the family. Go to the call the family police. Talk to the family. I don't know what kind of law they got down there in South Carolina. But like they said, you pay up under the table, you can do what you want to do, allegedly. Some just ain't right. If Tony, y'all just admit, listen to what I'm saying. Listen, somebody else is with Tony. Because listen, the secret is who is that person outside that took Krystal? Because Tony came back in the house, right? So Krystal what, stayed in the trunk overnight? What she do, stay in the trunk overnight? I'm saying if he did, I ain't no way I'm admitting. See, you keep saying admitting. You saying if I'm saying if he did it, ain't no way I'm admitting unless they can show me and prove it with a camera. You ain't talking right, Bam. Oh, so you saying like if you did it, you want knowing that you got a daughter, you won't tell the truth. That's what you saying. That's sad. That's sad. You ain't thinking about the family, where family can make arrangement for your child to could be arranged. Well, she could be here going to school, and it's your child future. You need to think about that. Bump going to jail, cause you gonna go to jail anyway. You got some more time. You got to do serve over there in Bunswell. Shoot. Ain't nobody got to do all that DNA or nothing like that. Thinking like a criminal. No. Shoot, if I did something to my, but you got my brother when it did, my brother would have turned himself in and he did something like that. If you did something like that and you did something, you know what? Sometimes people don't even realize what if they say they did something and it happened this way and that way, get a lawyer. That's what your lawyer for. You might not even have to do no 20 something years. Yeah, I understand. You might not have to do no 20 something years. It may not be your fault. It might not be your fault. That's our problem is get you a lawyer and fight the case. He probably we don't know what he did. We don't even know what happened. We ain't got no timeline to follow. We don't have nothing. But the thing is she walked out that door. She should have been back in that door. But he said she got in the car with somebody. If she came back in the house, if the children said, okay, she screamed and she came back in the house. Oh, he came back in the house and she didn't come back in the house. Where'd she go? And he switched cars. So what car did Krystal go in? Motive, evidence, and witness is what the prosecution need. And he knows this. Exactly. Exactly. Motive, evidence, and witness. He gonna need more than that, baby. It's what the prosecution need. because he knows something in that. And I'm gonna tell you something. If the neighbor's in it and the neighbor taking up for him and they heard it and they lied, it's gonna be something. This case gonna, boy. Okay, if he was trying to get caught, he would have just left her body at the house so they could find her. He took her off so he wouldn't get caught. So why would he tell he did it? Okay, think about it. That's not what happened though, Bam. You can't change the narrative of what was said. Tony said after 1 o'clock she went outside. It's so weird. We don't even have a timeline. That's what the police, the way we thinking, it's the same way they thinking. Think about it. He said she went outside, she put a pocketbook on the shoulder, she went out the door. That's the only thing he said. He went, okay. They'll use the child's statement, true, if they find a probable cause. Once they get in that phone, if if it's anything given motive, they'll issue a warrant. Absolutely. See, we can't sit here and keep changing the narrative of what Tony said happened. Cause Tony ain't really saying what happened. Tony just saying she walked out the door after 1:05. Okay. So when he went outside and she screamed, Tony came back in the house. It got to be somebody else out there. If Tony had both of his cars, she had to be in another car. I mean, it got the. It's some streets like out there, because y'all know we saw the street lights, but it ain't not have a camera on it. But that don't make no sense. Okay, Bam, go back to what you said. You said if he was trying to get caught, he would have just left her body. He wasn't trying to get caught at the house so they could find her. No, you got to, y'all got to realize adrenaline and anxiety is serious. He took her off. Okay. What time? See, we ain't got no timeline. We ain't got nothing to work with. He wouldn't get caught. So why would he tell if he did it? He was there. I don't know how the law works there. That's what I'm saying, double O. Because the law different there, but accessory after the fact. But they have nobody. Nothing. So what I'm saying, Bam, right now, if they said, Tony, if they said, Tony, how you look? Why? What's the condition Tony was in when you seen him? Oh, he was cool. He was just regular. He wasn't nervous. No. Because y'all got one thing y'all got to remember is nobody, no case, basically. Basically. Now you got a case because you got a missing person. So you'll have a case. You have a case, trust me. And you have a body. So it's not nobody, no case, basically. No. You got a missing person. You don't have a homicide. You don't have a homicide. But you got a body. And you have a properly cause. You can cause. You got. I'm trying to say is, if Tony innocent and he has a lawyer for his family and him, no murder case is what I'm saying. Oh, okay. No, it ain't no murder case. Cause we don't know if she murdered. No, it's no murder case. We don't know what's going on. But what I'm saying is to I'm not okay. I want Krystal safe home. Okay. But what I'm saying is they not protecting that man with that man in the street. If he had a lawyer, him and his lawyer should do an update. My client, I don't seen it so many times on TV. He get on here, my client is innocent. They want to make charges stick. They can't right now, based on what they currently have. He can't walk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't have a body so hard to prove in a crime. That's true. If he working for the police, allegedly, whether he did it or not, they ain't gonna lock him up. See, that's what we saying. The whole we don't. This case right here, only thing I'm saying is why if Tony have not done anything, if he got a pending charge and don't go to court, they'll hold him long as they can, hoping he slip up while in custody. Tony got a rap sheet. Some of his stuff is clear. Some of his stuff is not. And Born well played with that man's life. Tony in and out that jail a couple, look like every month, allegedly. If you look at the receipts, go back and look at that video. He in and out that jail every month. If plenty dudes walking around that we know talking with the law and did murder, but no proof. But ain't nobody bothering them. They ain't not gonna bother them if they getting away. But I'm gonna tell you something about that. They probably did. Cause what goes around, I'm gonna tell you, it comes around. If Tony in a situation, bam, I'm gonna tell you, Tony in a situation gotta be proved. Tony got the advantage of this case in proving guilty. Tony has the lead on this case. So Tony don't have to run. Tony may have pending cases or whatever, but Aiken has no reason. No, we ain't said he did. We ain't said nothing about Aiken. We ain't saying that somebody needs to speak for that man before he get hurt. Now, ain't nobody listening to that part, what I'm saying. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. Well, it bad enough Krystal missing. That daughter can make her own decision when she grow up and she want to see her dad. But she still have a father. So who's protecting Tony? Why he out in the street like that? Anybody can get rid of him. If he go to another state, you know how many people looking at this case? That's what I'm saying. Who's going to protect Tony? I don't care if he working for a detective, a police officer. Still that man life out there in that street. Krystal gone somewhere. He can talk. Tony can talk. Tony, we haven't heard nothing. We ain't heard nothing. So his lawyers should be able to be respectful to the family and come on TV and show some kind of consideration or concern about about the man. Tony, okay. All he got to do is keep his mouth shut. Yeah. That's what we saying. He need to keep his mouth shut, right? Anybody gonna hurt ain't nobody gonna hurt him. Okay. If they hurt him, they're gonna hurt him regardless if the lawyer speaks. Don't matter to folks. But that's so disrespectful, so disrespectful for not for nobody to be concerned about the other that his daughter. He has a daughter by her. He either using black. I don't want to hear that over him, Patty. And no. You know what, Patty? It ain't that. It's the only thing is they don't have nothing to hold Tony. My point to this is, listen. My point is this. That ain't got to do. They got that man out here in these streets. They got this man. Why y'all don't, Bam? You don't think that being disrespectful for them not to come out and speak on Tony? Tony got a daughter. That little girl 6. She ain't no baby. She love her daddy. And daddies can do wrong and their daughter still gonna love them. But the point is that little girl gonna get old, man. Man, we talking about street. I don't care. My brother was a street dude. Street dude's right. Got other kids. He don't fool with, but Tony love his baby though. Man, he's a hood dude. He don't care about that. I know a lot of hood dudes. I know a lot of hood dudes care about their kids. I know a lot of hood dudes care about their kids. They take care of their kids. I can't get over that right there. Well, but you know what, Patty, it all depends on what the charge is. If you're paying for traffic ticket, you're paying for certain different charges, that's different. He talking about in 20, we talking about in 20, I don't care if you're talking about 2022, 21. That's your problem. The law, if the law change, that's a different thing. I don't care if the law. See, that's one thing about young people, they don't listen. They think age got something to do with the years. If the law haven't changed, the law ain't changed, baby. That's why they picking up folks now with this RICO. They let y'all go with that RICO, and they brought that RICO back. I already knew when RICO left. I said, what? They about to RICO everybody state. RICOing. I'm telling you. You got to think, man. See, y'all don't listen. That's the problem with our young generation. Even if in 90s, listen, Bam, and stop just talking. You just talking now. Listen, even it's the 90s. If the law haven't changed, it's different. The law don't got stricter since we back in the 90s and the 80s. The law even worse. But we don't know the rights and the law in South Carolina. Man, Tony ain't one of them. Oh, he don't care. He don't care about them kids, is what I'm saying. Oh, I'm talking about you seeing him caring about them kids. His child. I didn't say nothing about the mama. See, there you go. I said caring about them kids. You got to think about the mama when you're talking about what you did to the. You got to think about the kid, what you done did to the mama. And then at the end of the day, lock daddy up. Daddy gonna be locked up for something down the road. Well, Barnesville should be locked up. Laws are different in each state. Y'all, laws are different. That's why people do what they do. Laws are different. And I would tell anybody when they say they coming to Atlanta, I say, baby, you don't want to live here. It's strict. The laws are strict for certain people. And when they get here, stuff happens. You can run the law everybody everywhere else, but you sure can't run it in Georgia. Well, obviously, okay. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about getting back on Tony. We don't have a timeline. We don't know what time. Only thing we know that 1 a.m. Tony, she walked out the door. Tony went behind her. Why would okay? Tony went behind her. They heard her scream. She came back in the house. So you mean to tell me that Tony kept her in the trunk all night? You know what, Patty? And you know why? Most people back in the day actually say it wasn't easy as it is now. They get away with a whole lot now. They even getting away with a whole lot in school. And I'm looking at it, I said, oh now I gotta go. He been beating the mama and he got kids with her. So it's obviously he don't care about the kids or her. I'm gonna tell you like this. There Tony has issues with domestic violence and he needs help. He need more than just going in a class talking. That that the lad beating he gave her was on the rap sheet that I showed you. And he probably didn't do that around the kid. You know, they got to fighting. You know how that go, that back then, they know how some women are and some men, but you don't intend to hurt nobody. And I always tell people, if a man hit you, he would thank you, Patty. No, but he will. That's why the family were trying to get him over. It wasn't that they were jealous of Krystal relationship. They saw sign of abuse because they the one had to come pick him up. And then I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like the same thing she doing, I didn't get it like that, but the same thing she did. My brother used to say, "Oh, no, so I'm gonna keep coming over here and getting this dude like this, not this how when I was young in my 20s. Oh, you want me to? I'm gonna keep coming over here and getting this dude like this house, and you turn around and you go back to him. Well, that's what her sister was doing, picking her up, looking at the abuses. So she has a issue, not the sister, but Krystal have an issue. But we need to go back, stick with the case to what happened. What is it? I guarantee you somebody know. Somebody know. And it's somebody close to him. Somebody close to him. And it's somebody he can trust. That's why he went by the brother house, his son house. He went by his son house, pretending that the children want to go in there and speak to him because they ain't seen him in a long time. If you doing all that riding around like that because you had something to do, you could have let them with the school. You let them go Monday. Why they didn't go Tuesday? If you figured that Krystal was going to come back, they could have still went to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whether she came home or not. Because you said she usually do this. So you knew she wasn't going to come back home. Allegedly, he had to know she wasn't coming back home. Because she didn't. Come on, y'all got to put to it. Y'all got to put two and two together. Y'all got to put two and two together. I don't know who this powerful woman is, who in this situation. She's a strong somebody. And she don't play. This is a lady in this case, him. And she like Tony, allegedly. Allegedly, I feel that a lady is in this case and she crazy about Tony, but she don't play. When I say girl, it could be another woman, a woman man. But it's somebody out there not the fool. It's somebody did something outside. And the only reason why he allegedly probably came in there how to keep them kids quiet. Cause how the neighbor gonna say it? The neighbor said that then nobody put the kids on the bus and nothing, but them kids couldn't even wake up on time. All this going on in the house, shoot, they wouldn't even sleep at 2 o'clock. They scared. Cause they used to that, but not like that. So my go back to what I said. Somebody should speak for Tony. If Tony ain't did nothing, they can do a news update for that. That boy family can do a news break and say my client. If they come on in and say that lawyer come on in and say my client is innocent until proven guilty, that let everybody in the world know Tony probably didn't do it. But right now they got us thinking Tony doing it. Krystal had men friends too. Some women got men friends instead of women friends, but I still say somebody need to speak for the man. It's not fair for the man to get killed out there for something he didn't do. If he didn't do it, I'm just looking out for that. I guess if I didn't have boys, I wouldn't think like that, but I got daughter too. But that just let you know how the law goes in y'all state. I mean, you leaving her out there like you leaving him like that. I don't think his family think the case is a bit as if it ain't big as it is, why ain't no news conference? Her family made a news conference. He loved her before. He ain't running from the law. Why not make a news conference? Because it's a talk now, the talk going around town down there. Talk going around town, making Cool Tony look bad. That's all I'm saying. I'm just, you men, women, situations. I'm gonna tell you something about a judge. You got two sides of a story. She gonna listen to both sides like I'm doing now. I'm trying to get a timeline. What's up, Shay? I don't even have a timeline. I don't have but one time. I don't have what time did the sister come to the house? What time was that? I got to make up a time. I can't even make up a time because I don't know the strength. I've been listening to what weren't able to come. Really? I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know why I'm doing it. But every story have a time. Every story has a time. If Tony ain't did nothing, I just don't see why there's no reason why his lawyer can get on that TV to protect this man's life and say, my client is innocent. Good question tonight. Look. That's what I'm saying, Shay. I'm looking at the man, my son in a situation like this, and then I'm looking at my daughter missing in a situation like this. So I got to figure out something. If he ain't did nothing, you sure you ain't did nothing, boy? Well, tell me what really happened. They gonna tell me. Because they know if they don't tell me, I'm gonna pick them. And all I got to say is, if my client is innocent, come on TV. That'll make it don't make the case look even worse than what it is. You got a daughter, and you helped raise the other kids. They trusted this man. And if he didn't think Krystal, he let the kids go to school Monday. He said it himself she does this. So why they ain't go to school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? They closed at the house. They closed at the house. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. The problem is, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. The problem is anybody telling the truth. You knew she wasn't coming home. Was Krystal in the trunk the whole time? Y'all running around in the car? Which car you took? There's a lot of questions to this. Also, why hasn't Aiken police made a statement? Thank you, Shay. Make a statement. As lately, it's a month. Is the FBI involved yet? I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be a statement out there now. Because you're going to put that man in a situation to lead this world for something he didn't do or did do. Until y'all come on the news, until they come on the news and update something. It's time for the, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on in Aiken. I don't know. It should be an update by now. The man, my grandmama sick. The mom doing okay, but come on now. We ain't heard nothing from Tony's side. Nothing. Everything's secretly hidden for some reason. For some reason. Now, allegedly, when he went over to his son's house, and he said they sure ain't seen his son in a long time. Why you take him over there today? Why you take him over there that day? Which day did you take him over there? They always saying as lately, the people, social media, getting in the way of investigation like Alexis. But they never give us info. Do they know we gassing Shay? Do they know we putting our heads together? We really giving them a break. What they supposed to be doing, they supposed to be doing it, not us. But we got two black folks. It's in the situation. It's a woman, black woman missing. It's any woman missing. And they go missing every day. But like I said, it should be a news coverage going on now from Aikens. It should be. It should be one. Aikens should be on the news right now. Don't get on there making the man look bad. I mean, if he did something, y'all making yourself look bad. Y'all don't want to let him go. And then when Tony came down there and say my name Tony Berry, Tony don't did so much in Barnwell. When y'all type Tony name in there, Tony have a rap sheet. So why y'all didn't hold Tony for Barnesville? God, dog, I need someone from Tony's camp, me too, to tap in. I know y'all, I know. If he ain't do nothing, come on TV. He got a lawyer. Come on the TV and make that, but don't let nothing happen to that man. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But it sure ain't me. Sure ain't me. They should have a news coverage update from his side of the family over the whole case of a missing woman. I ain't heard. I heard that news lady. We need the police to talk now. Why they ain't made no? They acting like it's not for real. See, she gone long now, so now they want to make it be for real. Right. Now they want to make it be for real. Only thing the sister was doing, staying ahead of the sister. One has to look at her sister when she go pick her up. The sister had to see, look at her face and stuff, and look at her and stuff. That we can't say why she stayed with him, why she wanted to drop the charge. She was abused. But my thing is, I ain't never seen nothing like this. She put the pocketbook on her aunt's shoulder and walked out the door. And when she walked out the door, she screamed, and I can't make it out. Why you ain't stay out there with her when she screamed? Why you running in the house? What happened after she screamed? Okay. She went out the door with a pocketbook and you just let her go on. So she didn't drive her car? Man, y'all need to update. Akins, y'all need to do something. Y'all need to update this. Y'all need to be on the news. Not her, not what's the name family. Patty said, that's the truth, Shay. And both cases surrounded by pure evilness. That's what's stopping their case from being solved. I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't stopping them old ladies, the police, honey. Y'all, that's psychological mess. Them jokers just lazy, Patty, and y'all don't want to admit it. Them jokers lazy. Sisters, man, they supposed to be up on their P's and Q's. Man, please, y'all talking about Akins. Man, y'all better wake up. I don't know what time y'all living in. Y'all talking about Akins, honey. You don't want to admit it. Akins ain't studying y'all. I don't want to tell you, but I'm telling you. I'm telling you in a certain way. Aiken don't care nothing about y'all. Aiken want y'all to do what y'all got to do with each other, so they won't have to deal with y'all. Y'all ain't picked up on that. If you don't pick up on that, then you ain't smart. Now, devil can't stop Jesus. So I don't want that. And that ain't what's stopping that. Cause that messed up. That messed up. We talking about why Tony ain't nobody. We talking about why ain't nobody been on did no update. And I still say that Aikens police should be on TV. And y'all like look talking to somebody, and I said, "What's y'all news channel?" And they gave me the news channel, and I said, "Oh, okay." So I went back to look at the news channel. Ain't nothing on there. Only thing I saw on there was a fight, a shootout at the mall. Shootout at the mall. Then they out there killing themselves. Y'all better watch it. That's what y'all need to look at. And start acting like the devil stronger than Jesus. He's not. I see why they don't put it in school no more. Kind of stuff like that. We got to find out. I need a timeline. That timeline extended with a timeline. But this case, one time, 1 a.m. All that action, and ain't nobody update this and put, oh, he went over to, somebody need to speak. He went over at 1 o'clock and at 2. Oh, and turn around at 8. We ain't got no time. We don't have a timeline on nothing. We don't have a timeline on this case. That's strange. That's what y'all need. It's no timeline. Krystal could have been home if they had told her what happened. She screamed and you came back in the house. Come on, man. And then if she didn't scream, the way they say you tough and love her. I know you ain't just let her go get in nobody's car. Come on now, man. Come on, man. Come on, Tony. Somebody, your family, do they care about you? Anybody, allegedly, somebody don't, because somebody need to defend you, baby. Somebody need to defend you, sweetie. Everybody name clear but your name. Krystal gone longer than what she's supposed to be gone. If you made a mistake and man, this going too long. If I made a mistake and I did something wrong, I'm sorry. If you get you a good old love, you gonna need don't wait too late, cause she can be saved. She can be saved, honey. And that bad that man out there like that. We ain't got no timeline. Who care about Krystal? Who care about Tony? Nobody. Krystal family loves her. Tony family love him. Krystal gone. Tony here. What we do? Tell you the truth. And if Tony is telling the truth, y'all need to find out is some cameras out there. Do anybody got a doorbell ringer? A ring camera? Somebody out there walking around and heard that. Sitting out there, when you sitting out there in the country, you sitting out on that porch, boy, you just be chilling, wide, peaceful. Now I got a picture. Let me show y'all. Let me see. I say I wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna show y'all something tomorrow. I'm gonna show y'all something tomorrow. I wait. I don't know what's going on with this. Something just ain't right about this case. Cause if okay, y'all, let's hypothetical situation. Hypothetical now. Hypothetical, get out your feelings. Hypothetical situation. Bam, hit your joint and come on back in. Don't be getting mad. Drink some water, whatever you're doing. But anyway, hypothetically speaking. Y'all know them children got to go to school. Why y'all up at 1 o'clock in the morning making all that noise? And them kids got to go to school. Y'all don't respect the kids. Think about it. They should be in the bed at 1 o'clock. Y'all talking out loud and screaming and hollering. Kids got to go to school. They got to stop the ears up. Okay. Your legend went out the door. She went out the door. She put the pocketbook on the shoulder. You made us make sure we know she put the pocketbook on the shoulder. Okay, when she went outside, you came back in. I ain't said nothing about screaming though. You came back in. Okay, I took that, Tony, what you said. But at least tell us, how did she leave there? Because I know you with your dreads standing there with your stomach poking out at that door looking. I know you ain't let her walk out that door with nobody else. So now, we're going to look at the kids' story. Of course, they're hiding and screaming, y'all doing. They can't even go to sleep. Jesus, they in there said, man, I'm tired of this. Okay. Tony went out. They went outside. My mama screamed. You know children knows they done ran people in the blind and stuff. I'm surprised they ain't scared of you to go run back that, to run to the blind and leave. I'll come to that door and say, no, don't do that to my mama. Okay, but you said, it was said that they came to the window and saw you fight mama. And she screamed. And they saw you put her in the trunk. We got to go with that story. But my thing is, if we stick to that story, allegedly, if we stick to that story, allegedly, okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me open it, though. Hold on, y'all. Let me open it, though, for my daughter. Hold on. Whoo, everybody calling me when I ain't on live. Okay. So, hypothetically speaking, okay. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Whoops. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Hello. Okay. Y'all got the arguing. Okay. The kids, hold on, y'all, because I can't see no comments. Hold on. Okay. What I'm not gonna do is say that child and see what that child saw. Now, allegedly, something went on outside. Allegedly now. Something went on outside. He saw you put her in the trunk. He saw you put her in the trunk. I got to believe the child's story. Now, I have a question for you. Was she still in that trunk Monday morning and Tuesday? And you had to get rid of her? Hey, you had fun? Okay. So we can't sit here and ignore the fact that that child didn't see nothing. Did you drive around with her in there Monday and Tuesday? And allegedly, I'm just saying allegedly, hypothetically thinking. And that's why that's why you ain't let them go to school Tuesday. And that's why you stopped by your son's house. Allegedly now, just allegedly, hypothetically speaking. And it's something you shared with him, allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. She in that car the whole time, baby. And you had to let them get their kids. You had to let them go take them kids to the mama house. Because his sister, allegedly, I don't know where she staying in South Carolina, North Carolina. If that allegedly happened, I can understand this story. But if you said she got in the car and left with somebody, you let her leave with somebody. Jealous says you are. Now look, we done with that. Now, we're going to say that she left out the door. It's the third one, hypothetically speaking. She walked out the door with a pocketbook because you ain't feel like arguing with her. And okay. And she got in the car with somebody else. I know gonna well you ain't let her go get in the car with nobody else. But if she did go get in the car with somebody else, then we got to find Krystal. But ain't nobody speaking for Tony. Nobody speaking for Tony. And that really in a case. Oh yeah, let me see. Okay. Uh I wonder if Krystal family thought about getting her cell phone. The police got her cell phone. Police in her cell phone. They got in his too, Patty. They got in it. They getting in. They got in both of them. Yeah. Oh, what Shay say? Yeah. Those were just hypothetically situations. God, if she walked out there and just got in the car like that, and you a jealous man, ain't nobody gonna believe that story because you a jealous man. Unless you a coward, unless you know who he is. I mean, it's time for an update. It's time for a real, true TV news update on this case. And they need to push this. And don't let them say she this and don't let them say she that. Need to update. Akins need to update this. Not Chris not Akins need to update uh Krystal situation and Tony's situation. Don't make that man go crazy. We need an update. It's time for the news to talk. It's time for the news to talk. I'm not the media. I'm a thinker. And they need to think for both sides of the family. They need to think for Tony, and they need to think for I guarantee you, the news people gonna ask them questions. The news people gonna ask them questions. Got some things to look at tomorrow. Y'all know I'm gonna have some kind of receipt. Some kind of receipt. And I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say it again. About care, if anybody care about Tony, it'll be going better than this. Say something. Patty, you a miss. Well, y'all, this stuff on them children, man. Especially on that 9-year old, you know. We'll get into my someone would have said, thank you, Shay. Come on, man. Thank you, Shay. Yeah, and I'm glad. Oops. Excuse me, God. I don't know. Wait a minute. Yeah, somebody would have said something by now. Thank you. Thank you for understanding what I'm saying. They know he's guilty. That's why. I tell you, somebody would have been on saying something by now. Somebody need to talk. Somebody need to talk. Somebody need to say something. They want their name out of it, but they ain't worried about Tony's name. Clear my name. Make sure my name ain't in it. You better get my name out of this. She upset because Shadira put her name in it. But ain't she the one that took the children to the I don't even know. I don't even know. Did she do that? Is it a timeline? We ain't got no kind. Ain't never had no case. That's what they see. The police need to do a update, Shay. Y'all, they need to do an update so we can put a timeline to this. We don't have a timeline. Only time we have is 1 o'clock. Other than that, we don't have no timeline to follow. You need a timeline. Every case has a timeline. That's right. Every case has a timeline. I can't even tell you what time nothing happened. Did it really happen? That's why that new Aiken need to update this. We gonna have to make our own. But we don't know the truth. We can't make nothing. We don't know if it happened. That's the thing. Okay, what we'll have to do is pick situation. Okay, then what we'll do tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday. Monday about 5:30. What we'll do is make 2 different timelines of what we allegedly think happened this way and that way. And then when they time get start putting times in it, when they do if the news give an update, then we'll add that time, fit that time in there. Because we don't know what happened. We ain't heard Tony's side. The little bit Tony said, okay, then what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to take what Tony said and make a timeline out of it. And then we're gonna take what Shadira said. And then we're gonna need another timeline that let us know where to fit stuff in it. Because I'm still lost when at 1 a.m. and she went out the door. I'm lost. When Tony said she went out the door, I hope allegedly that when he put her in front, did he have her in there Tuesday? Allegedly. Now that's allegedly, y'all. Did he have her in there Tuesday? We'll think we're gonna have to be thinking. We're thinkers over here. We're not accusing anyone because we don't know. We don't know. We're thinkers. Hypothetically thinking, allegedly. We don't know. We won't have a timeline. And if you think your brain more better than ours and you can think better than us and you got some more information and you from South Carolina, you know more, throw a keyword down in there in the comment section when we get off here. I read y'all comments. I ain't gonna get mad at your comments because I don't pay people no attention. I deal with folks. Because see, if you can put a negative comment, you can put the truth right there. If you know the truth, put the truth. We don't know nothing. We're looking at it like a real human situation. Humanistic that she didn't do her homework. Y'all got to start. Honey. Time don't change. And if the law, if you have a law that if the law ain't changed, I got to put up the law in that's another thing I need to put up, the law in South Carolina. Y'all men getting away with that law must benefit what I don't know. It got to be I got to get somebody to tell me something about the disappearing law or what kind of law this. Yeah, it's like a good movie on right here. I don't even know what channel it is. But Now the Falcon play tomorrow, so I don't know. I don't know. I might just what I do Monday. We'll talk again Monday, but I will be uploading videos, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all leave y'all reaction and hit that like button and stuff. Uh and those people believe in the devil, stay off my channel. Cause God is more powerful than the devil. So if you believe in that devil, stay off my channel. I promise you. Cause God got more power than he do. And I think God is in control. That's why we can't figure it out. Thank you. Don't nobody talk about Jesus. It's always the devil. He ain't got nothing over my father. And I say it again, I say it again, I say it again. That man shouldn't be walking on the street like that when something like this don't happen. He can't run for nothing like this because it's all over the world. His picture out there. He cut that Tony. If Tony cut his hair, he'll still look like Tony. I don't want to see nobody get hurt. It's bad enough Krystal gone. Bad enough Krystal gone. The girl don't need to lose the dad and the mama. Okay. And he will answer prayers. So keep the hopes up. Okay. Don't talk about Jesus. And my thing is, and then they showed a burning car. When they showed that burning car, when I just looked at a video where they had a example of a car burning, and I'm like, well, he had a case, and he had a case. I think he got a speed ticket in Newberry. He paid for that. You can pay for traffic tickets, but folks acting like he don't know where Tony know where Newberry at. They like that man 48 years old going on 50. He know where all these different towns from. So the car was in Newberry. Who took that bite out that trunk? Where that bite? Is it got to be something to be hid in that car? For instance, I don't know what kind of stuff y'all got. Don't nobody burn nothing if it don't mean nothing. We ain't got no timeline for the car. They talk about this. What we gonna do, y'all? Monday, I got to set it up. It's a lot of stuff we got to do. I ain't gonna say it on him. We got to do. I got to put it in section, like I be doing, and we got to talk about each section of the video. But like I said, if anybody out there got more information than our thinking, we are thinkers over here. We think. You got I think it's 4 different types of thinkers, but I used to know all of them. I know cognitive is one. It's a lot of them, and I give them to y'all the next time. I supposed to remember that. These folks don't put all that in my brain until now I forgot. I give y'all the 4 kind of thinkers. That's what we doing. We using each one of our brains over here to think. We don't know nothing. We are thinkers. Okay? Y'all have a good night and everything. And I'll get back with y'all on excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Please excuse me. I'll get back with y'all on Monday. But I will be uploading videos. All right. Y'all have a good night.